Run.
Okay, it's 6 o'clock, so let's get started. Thank you all for being here. My goodness, what a group. And thank Tony for coming and Memo. I saw Memo walk in. Where'd he go?
Yeah. He
He
went
walked
out the
out.
door.
And Jason for here. We really appreciate the board members being here. I guess
That's a quorum, but we're not talking.
Yeah, right. As long as y'all don't speak to each other, we'll be in good shape. Okay, I'll bring you up to date on what I've been doing. Our new street banners are in. I am trying to get the letter from Texas Department of Highways to allow Rio Grande to hang them for us. The girl keeps trying to email it to me, and I don't know where it's going, but I'll get that taken care of tomorrow. Whoops, sorry, Mallory. I have ordered new welcome banners that'll go on each one of the welcoming booths, and I ordered a new arts and crafts banner that'll go on the front of Seminole.
Okay.
I'm working on getting the liquor license. That's been interesting. And Steve, this afternoon, Tim and Debbie Ward came by my house and dropped off $500.
Well, that is wonderful. That's very
And I've been in communication with the Uvalde radio station. If they're not already, because I don't listen to it, they're supposed to be playing our ad before Clark Days, and they will be here on that Saturday to broadcast from here like they did last year. What else do I have? Oh, Warren.
Yes.
Did we save the highway banners from last year?
Yeah.
Can we get the ropes off of them to put on the new banners?
Sure.
Okay. So like tomorrow morning?
Tomorrow? Where are you going to put them up tomorrow?
7 o'clock.
Well, I'd like to get them to Rio Grande tomorrow.
Oh, wait a minute. I don't know where that banner's at. The one that goes across the highway?
Yeah.
No, we never had that one. I don't know who has it. We just have the ones that go on the fence.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe Rio Grande has it.
I think Rio Grande always took them back.
Yeah, but they were pretty torn
They
up.
did last.
So, okay, I'll work with them on that. Okay, that's what I've been up to. So, Steve, you want to go?
Yes, I do. Got a couple checks for you. I've got one from let's see, Kinney County Arts Council. I got this from Sharon Greger, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Not only is she my neighbor, but she's very supportive for a lot of things that we do, to include the RV breakfast and whenever we need her. So that's for $250.
Oh, great.
We got $400 from our veterinarian.
Good.
And these are the ones right next to Home Depot.
Uh-huh.
I'm about to give them $500 tomorrow because I'm getting my 5 cats in.
Yes.
You got to give to get, right?
That's a fair deal.
I'm happy to report that from the clinic, from Betty, I went back to visit her again because she's the one that gave it to us last time, but she wasn't there when I dropped off. So when you're out there begging, you have to get to the person that gave to you the last time. And she was wonderful to say that they're giving us $500. So that's coming our way. I'm going, when I drop off the cats, then I'm going to go to Home Depot and they're going to give us product. I finally got into the guy.
Okay.
And he's a new manager from San Antonio, and he's 100% supportive of what we're doing.
What
And,
kind of product?
probably tools. He said he'd put together like kind of like a care package for me tomorrow. So we can auction these off, but we can't give them away because they're going to be brand new tools in the box. I mean, all kind of different things.
Wow.
Why don't you have a raffle?
A raffle, probably.
Well, that would be. I'm
either.
looking for suggestions,
Yeah, raffle.
but I have to see what we're going to get first.
Well, Barbara, I haven't gotten to talk to you either. When I created our new raffle bank account, I got a car kit that has like a jumper cables and, yeah, that belongs to community council. We just need to figure out what to do with it. That should go in the auction or something.
I need to hand this to you. This is raffle
Oh,
money.
raffle money, okay. Thank you.
It's $200. They figured out a way, they have figured out a way to have physical tickets,
Uh-huh.
and I have them and can explain that to anybody that's interested, but
Okay.
it's separate. But there's-
Okay, at the
I
end of
need to
this.
give you money.
Okay, but thank you. Okay,
But
go
yeah.
ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay, I was speaking, over at the school, Mrs. Diaz, and I'm happy to report that her brother-in-law owns Ashley Furniture. Just happened to find that out.
Oh, wow.
So she said, here's his number and tell him I sent you there. So
All right.
I will see Ashley Furniture tomorrow too.
Awesome.
And, let's see, Sirloin Stockade, we finally broke into that. We were able to finally, so he's gonna give us $250. That's a whole other story, but I won't waste your time on that one, but, yeah. From Union Pacific, Harbor Rail, from the bank and from AEP, that has the potential to be up to $5,000 total. If
I got all
We can-
excited the other day in our mailbox with something from Harbor Rail.
Okay.
It was a W-2 for last year.
Well, I just want to get to them before the 12th so we can make sure
Yeah.
that they are going to commit so we can get their logo.
On the shirts and on the banners, yeah.
And there's a few more we need to hit, but I've tried to concentrate on the big ones. A lot of folks are having a struggle right now, so anybody that gave about 250 kind of and below, a few of them have said we just can't give this year, and I'm fine with that. So I think we're on the upswing. Things are going well. We also were very fortunate to get $1,000 from the prison, and they also gave $1,000 to the Hope Center, and they gave $500 for cheerleaders' uniforms.
Oh, cool.
So Dennis and I went over and met the warden and just asked him, "Can we leave?"
We won't be beyond the razor wire
Yeah.
side of it.
Things are looking good for parking, and with Dennis got me lots of taxis, so we've got
Okay.
enough taxis. I think that
Okay, excuse me, do you know how many taxis we're gonna have?
he had me, what do you have
I'll
me
make
guess,
signs.
for about 10 or 12?
Give me a second, I'll tell you who that is.
Okay, we can come back.
Also,
12.
on the taxis, is there one that'll be designated for the historian?
Yes, Kay's gonna do that, and she's found someone to do it with her, so we'll have two of them. So
Well-
they
Okay,
don't,
if I could just get their phone numbers if they'd be willing to share, so I could give those out. That would be nice.
oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, and over here. Francis,
Yes,
the Kay is confirmed. You
Yes.
can give out her phone number.
okay,
The other person is, we'll let you know. Kay
okay,
couldn't get a hold of her tonight,
okay.
so we should know by next week for sure.
We would like to have two because, you know, if you're having to take someone to the RV park or you've gotta go charge your card up or something, you know, we need
And
another
I'll
one
be
to cover.
available to them as well. I'll have my own golf cart.
And I will too, so,
I've got 12.
12, alright,
And I'm just about to wrap up. Things are good for the Dutch oven. We have the National Honor Society. I happened to see, Maxine Bonner today, and she told me that of the 17 that we have in National Honor Society, we'll probably end up with about 14 each day, which would be perfect for what we need. These are from sophomore, junior, and senior. And I think that about wraps it up. Vicki, of course, will have all the information for the schools, and Dennis. Oh, can I also get Richard has been extremely helpful to us, Richard
Yes.
Moore. Richard, can you just maybe take a second for the fundraising?
So right now I'm exploring out to Whataburger USA. I already contacted them and said this may not be for this round, but it may be for the future. Also HEB corporate, reaching out to them instead of local. They actually, the way HEB operates is like they have funds to set up for the ranch, which is actually Uvalde, Eagle Pass, and Del Rio. And if we ask a corporate, since it's considered education purposes, we could fall under that parameter and get donations that way. The other thing too, as I reached out to the U.S. Cavalry group out of Fort Hood, well, whatever name they decide to change it, I'm still gonna call it Hood. They're gonna send a rep down for the event, but they're just gonna see what can fit for next year. I'll be going to San Angelo next week and reaching out to a few businesses out there. We got a couple that are interested. I did give out a number two for vendors for cowboy hats. For them to sell cowboy hats at the event, so they should be calling her.
Yeah.
I did reach out a couple of my clients out in San Antonio, and they're just waiting for tax thing coming up, but they're gonna try and see what they can send out this way. So.
And we also got HEB, but I'll let Dennis explain that one because he was instrumental in that. So that's all I have for right now.
I have a suggestion. The tools that you're gonna get from Home Depot,
Yes.
I would be more inclined to do a silent auction to bid on the one I want rather than buy a raffle ticket to get something I don't want. And a lot less work on a silent auction than to buy all the raffle tickets and print them and.
Whatever way you all think is the best. And last but not least, we've also added several things that we can use for the auction. I had a rental property and they decided to leave all their furniture in my house. So, and actually some of it is pretty good furniture because I got it for them. So, I've already talked to Warren and, we got a couple of really nice love seats and, we've got all kinds of stuff that we can throw out there for the auction.
Okay, Dennis.
I've got, counting us, 85 volunteers.
All right.
So we're doing pretty good.
Very nice.
And if anybody is wondering if they're on the list or if they've got any volunteers, let me know so I can tell you what you got and who you got. The golf carts we just mentioned, and I would kind of like to have the golf carts. That we have a real problem getting somebody that for the barricades. I've got, I think, 5 or 6 people right now, but I'm thinking maybe the golf carts, when they drop somebody off, and not every time, but just once in a while, check them, make sure they're still up. Somebody hasn't moved them and taken them down, and then we can probably get by with what we have. The ice is Dave. Talked to him today, and we're going to get the ice across the street free.
Wow.
And we got to find places to store it, and because we want to get a lot of it ahead of time.
Yes.
Because of their hours and because they don't have the storing capacity.
Yeah.
So we've got the RV park. We've got a fairly good sized fridge in the kitchen area.
Freezer?
Yeah.
Yeah, freezers, not fridge. We've got a small one in the day room, and there's none in the theater anymore.
Right.
Do
you have the big one in admin?
Pardon?
The big one in admin?
I want to get that. That hasn't been talked to yet,
Okay.
but that's the one that I'm relying on too. The RV or the golf cart told us we couldn't use it. So
The golf club told you off?
yep. So
Couldn't use the freezer.
couldn't use the freezer. So that's what they told Dave. So I don't know if anybody else knows of any other place. I told Dave I'd help him get the ice and move it and stash it somewhere else. And we're going to try to get it earlier, so we've got it well ahead of time.
Yeah. Well,
And then we can always get some from over there if we all of a sudden have a need in the middle of the day where we have to grab some bags.
awesome.
And
We have a big fishing ice box. The chest. So we could use the chips in there.
Okay. We need something where we've got access to it fairly quick by golf cart. That would work.
Say, there's a refrigerator freezer in the fire station that belongs to Mike Palmer, and it's working. We've had it plugged in for a while, so we can put that down too.
Okay, good.
And Ron is saying there might be one in Shafter, but I don't remember anything in Shafter.
Am I talking the right hall?
There is one Shafter in the kitchen. There is a refrigerator. I have no idea if it's plugged in or working or anything.
I'll be in there tomorrow. I'll look.
Okay, the service club has a refrigerator freezer. It's my old refrigerator. You know, it's not a huge freezer. It's like for usually refrigerator freezer.
I have got a list right here that if anybody in here has their license, they can pick the slot that they want to sign up for. And that doesn't mean that they can't overlap or that they can't work another one if they feel like it. I've got 2 for Friday from 12 to, this is at the Butcher Block, 12 to 3. Friday, 3 to 6. 2 more shifts. Saturday, I've got 2 shifts, 11 till 2:30. And Saturday, also, I've got 2:30 to 6 p.m. That would be at the Butcher Block. And I've got it 2 people each time. If there's more there, it's not a problem.
Right.
Commissary, I've got Friday, 12 till 3 p.m., 2 shifts, and we could probably use another. Friday also, 3 to 6, and then that's 2 shifts. Saturday, 11 till 2 p.m. to 30, that's already filled up. Saturday, 2:30 to 6, and then the dance, I need 4 people. I've got 1 person on it now so far at the dance. I have 2 sheriff deputies that have volunteered, and Manny and Steve. And they want to be, they're going to be there for the dance. So I will pass this around, but in talking to Dan Smith, he wondered, well, why aren't you opening earlier on Friday? Because we sold a lot to the kids last year. In fact, we sold more water than Poppy said.
Oh, well, we could definitely open it for soda water, but not the beer and wine.
Yeah.
We're waiting for them to get off grounds before we
So
start
they
selling
did
beer
their
and wine.
sales down by the Butcher Block. And that's where he recommended. So we could have
Okay.
1 shift from 9 until 12, water and soda.
Yeah.
Need a cooler, the overhead fly, and 3 chairs. And I've already got the 3 people to do it.
Okay.
And then that stuff can be moved right over to the Butcher Block. So, because you're going to need stuff there too to put things on.
Wait, I'm confused. Where are you putting it from 9 to 12?
Down by the Butcher Block, only over further. Kind
Why
of where
can't you do it in the Butcher Block?
we could. I took a look in there. After looking in there, it kind of scared me. But they sold a lot to the kids.
Yeah.
They think it'd be very worthwhile to have that 1 stand at least.
And we've let the food vendors know they can't sell water and soda water.
That way they can't what?
They cannot sell, the food vendors cannot sell water and soda water. Soda pop,
Wow.
whatever you call it.
Wow.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Wow.
because that's ours.
Wow.
We do that. That's how we
Okay.
make money. And it was in the contract, And when I started redoing the contract is when I ran across it, and it's just kind of been ignored, and they've been bringing in water and selling it for the same thing we were, and it was more convenient because it was right there, right there
Can
thing.
I ask you a dumb question? Where's the butcher block? I've never seen, I don't know. what that
It's
is.
right down here, the little house by the empty saddle.
Behind
Okay.
Seminole Hall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's central, okay.
So we'll be selling there and in the commissary at
And
the
the saddle.
saloon.
Okay, and who here has their licenses now?
Kay does.
Yeah, Kay does. Okay, I'm gonna, if you guys can
Yep.
pick your time where you wanna do it, I'll start getting it filled in.
Okay.
What we got from HEB.
Yeah.
Gotta find mine.
Well, we can divide this up, right?
I went to HEB and took the form back that I gave you,
Uh-huh.
and we're getting 200 from HEB. I've already got the $10 deals. So we're gonna be getting, from what I understand, pop, soda and water from
Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree. And once I get that, then I'll have a better idea how much soda, water we're gonna need. And I know Texas is big on Dr. Pepper. So how much, and keeping in mind, not a whole lot, but because otherwise we won't make quite as much money, but the overflow is going to go into the Eclipse. So
Yes.
the water, you're gonna have a lot of water, you're gonna have whatever pop is left over. So roughly how much pop are you figuring out there? She's got the calculator going and,
No, I'm
Oh,
sitting
sorry.
down.
What's the general soda that we usually sell each time?
for pop,
Mhm.
Dr. Pepper, Coke, red beer. Somebody said Sprite goes good, we haven't
That's
done
root
that.
beer.
Sprite,
Big Red?
pardon?
Big Red?
Big Red?
Big.
Never heard of it.
That's what it's called.
Tastes like bubble gum. It's pretty good.
I'm just gonna add, Dr. Pepper and, any other corporations to my list of who I'm gonna reach out to then.
Oh,
Cause I
okay.
know Dr. Pepper donates to Northeast ISD a lot, so.
Okay, let's,
We had Coca-Cola donate a whole lot of everything,
Mhm.
water, pop, and I told them how much I thought we needed. They said, no, with those numbers you need, we got about 10 times more than I asked for. And about 3 days before it, we were told we can't sell it, we have to give it away.
we want to make sure if they're
We don't
giving
want
us
that
the
to happen
product,
again.
that we can sell it.
Make sure
Otherwise, we don't want it.
that it's sellable.
Oh no, I wrote a letter, I was deployed to Kuwait and I wrote a letter saying, hey, there's hard to get Dr. Pepper out here, and sure enough, there's a pallet shipped out to our unit, and we were good for the full deployment to invade Iraq, so.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I had to wave a Dr. Pepper flag on
Now, the diet stuff, I don't really recommend getting any diet because it doesn't last. The diet's good for maybe a couple of months and it's shot. So,
Well, I'm just gonna see what they can possibly either sponsor, or I'm not aiming for the product. I'm just gonna see what options they have, because I know they do a lot of education sponsorship.
well, like I say, just make sure it's clear with them that we need to be able to sell it
yeah,
if they're donating it to us.
not
Yeah.
Well, the kids sure went through it though, I'll tell you, but it was,
It's free.
one of the towns, Lakey, they had, a case of pop in their school bus to take back with them so they'd have water, not pop, but water. They brought it down and donated it to us. So that was nice. So some of that stuff happened and there was donations.
They're
Right.
coming again.
Mhm.
They're coming again.
Yeah.
Lakey.
Lakey's a good, yeah. Any other questions or anything that I haven't covered? Oh, well, I just did HEB.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've got all the cards. I haven't used any. And I'm not going to and I'm not gonna use them all, I know that.
Okay,
So if,
you might
maybe-
check with Mallory and see if she,
Jen?
No, she got a call from a
Oh.
historian.
Okay,
She's taking that. She said she'll
okay,
call
I
back.
can check with Mallory.
Let me add one more thing with Dennis. Let's see, Friday or Saturday, we're picking up 15 cases of water and 15 cases of some soft drinks from the Dollar Tree. And this is the first time that they've given. So thanks again to Richard there. He kind of iced the cake. We kind of made it and he iced it, so that's perfect.
We haven't had any luck. 3 years in a row, we haven't had any luck. Richard came through.
And we're
Richard knows
also
people.
getting some money from Silver Eagle, which is the Bud Light. That's the beer distributor.
And I'm communicating with him, and
Perfect.
we can buy from them, and they will deliver it to us.
And they are the nicest people. I mean, there's some great people that we're meeting out here, and that makes it all worthwhile.
Okay, Russell.
I think we're in good shape. We got the wagon painted just this past week, so it's got, we put lipstick on the pig, so it looks a little bit better, looking a little raggedy. The only thing that we really still have pending, and we talked about this in earlier, is feeding the living historians breakfast. So I need to visit with Mallory about that and see if she can nail that down.
Yeah, it turned out it wasn't the chuck wagon, it was the artillery group.
Whoever.
Yeah, and so she's supposed to be communicating with them to find out if they're going to do that again. It was kind of an impromptu thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is fine. I mean, it's not a big deal.
Well,
It's
as
the
long
only-
as y'all know.
It just kind of hurt us because we had planned on 90 and
Yeah.
we fed like 35 or 40.
Yeah.
And then we had a lot of food to do something with, so
Right.
pre-planning. And we can do that either two ways. Either they can do it completely and we can pay them for the food, or something. We need to work it out though, so either one of us is not hurt with
Right,
food.
right.
So
And who's doing the wagon tours?
Chip is going to be pulling, and John Griswold and Chuck is going to be. They're going to switch off on
Oh, good.
narrating.
Good.
So
All right.
get that worked out.
Okay. Vicki.
What,
Oh, do you have anything? I'm sorry.
what, ladies' tea? Are they going to use the building?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That Bree.
Saturday.
We'll get to Bree.
Okay. All right.
It's on Saturday.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they changed it, I think.
Okay.
That's what I was told. I'd be going on the wrong day.
Oh,
Okay, we are still waiting to hear from a couple of schools we have contacted. I have 4 slots left. Then I need to get the numbers once we know for sure they're coming, so we can make enough cards. As I said last time, I've got ribbons on 385 cards. I think that will be plenty. Pat's been wonderful contacting people. She's got so many contacts in the area with school districts, both private and public. So that's been very helpful. So we're just kind of sitting there. I hope to meet with the Honor Society kids. I need a date from Steve.
Yeah, we're waiting to hear back from Mrs. Bonner on that.
Yeah. So that's the only last end to tie up right now. So we're hanging in there. Hopefully we'll have 385 kids.
We like to use the girls at the museum because the guys kind of freeze up. But you'll have some real good ones this year.
Yeah, and they were great last year, and I asked them to get the name of the person that was the chaperones that were there, and a contact number for this year, and they were very good about that, and it was very helpful to have those numbers.
Good.
So
And Vicki, we're looking at what, about 300 kids from Brackett, right? First through 8th grade?
everything except, well, first grade is coming. They're not coming to the museum,
Right.
but we've got every grade through 8th grade.
Wow, that's a lot of kids.
What?
That's a lot of kids.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Ron and Warren?
Okay, we're gonna start doing the wood next week at down where the Indians are gonna be, and then we'll do the Dutch oven, and we'll do where the living historians are. And we're gonna try and get small enough wood that we don't have to split it, but if we have to split it, then I do have a splitter lined up. And, Philip said he'll take care of the garbage, and Philip said he's always done the benches, and I guess maybe I missed something on that, cause I thought I was doing it. And, we're gonna put the signs on the fence when? We'll put the signs up on the front
I
fence.
can't have, the signs, I can't have the sponsorship sign made until after the 12th,
Well, we got a lot of other signs to go up though too.
whenever.
So we should just put them up anytime now.
Whenever.
Okay. And then Russell and Bob have agreed to come and supervise putting the tents up, so we get that done right. And, the restroom signs, Ron and I will take care of that again. And Richard Moore got these two maps, and one of them's gonna go down by the front gate, and the other one I think is going up by the visitor center, wherever that visitors deal is.
Oh, okay.
Which Philip told me 3 times that he had a sign for that building, and I said, well, if you don't, I'll make one, and still not hung up there. So, Kenny, if you wanna call him too, apparently he's got it and he just won't give it to us.
Okay. Oh, I've got several things for him, so.
Yeah,
Just a second.
Yeah.
Is that on the visitor center?
on that, old,
Powder magazine.
ammunition deal where all the information's at?
The sign has disappeared.
Yeah, but he said he made one. And I
The
said,
sign has disappeared, I repeat.
when did you talk to him?
When I went down there to look for it, to get it,
When?
it's gone.
When?
This past week.
Okay, well, he told me twice before that he had it and he was gonna
I
hang it
saw
up.
the sign. The sign was down there laying on the table.
Okay.
I go back down there to get it, sign's gone.
I'll make one.
Disappeared.
We'll make one and get it up.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Warren, what day are you putting the flies up?
I don't care when you wanna do it.
Don't look at me. I'm not.
Well, we'll probably put them up, maybe the end of this week or definitely the first of next week.
No,
Well,
no,
that's
no,
way
no, no.
too early.
No.
For the
He's
tents.
talking about the flies.
Yeah, on the front fence.
No, for the historians.
No,
the tents.
the tents.
Oh, and we're gonna put that up either the night before or the morning of, because remember last year, the wind came up, and so we didn't put them up the night before we
Which was a
waited.
good thing.
So we'll put them up with weather permitting.
Right.
Okay.
And we'll keep in touch.
There'll be a bunch of people coming Thursday, so you'll need them up that morning probably if the weather's right.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can do that.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
You
we-
mentioned about trash and dumpsters.
Yeah.
You remember Gerhardt said he's offering that big dumpster it is from Del Rio?
Yes. And that was one of the things I've got to talk to Philip about. The board's approved that.
Okay.
And I just need to know where they want it put. So,
What's this we're talking about?
a company in Del Rio is going to provide a dumpster for us
Oh,
and pick it up
Yeah.
for all our trash. And we just need to know where to tell them to put the dumpster. So
Okay.
I'll be communicating that with.
I still need to get him to send his logo to you.
Yes, I still need that.
And then send his letter in.
Yes.
and if any of these companies have a banner and they want us to put it on the front fence, we can sure do that too.
Yeah, I've been mentioning it each time I talk to them, and some of them just don't have them, or they're old.
Yeah, that's okay.
Don't want to put it on with it.
Yeah. Okay. Is it?
Okay. Pam, you want to?
Well-
You're going to have the art gallery open, the art
Yes,
studio.
the art studio will be open and it will be manned. I've been told it might be just 2 people, but there
Yeah.
will be people up there. And then
Mallory Rapid, FaceTime
in the
video.
Seminole building, there's at least 5
No problem.
just in my family and the collective and the art studio. There's 5 of us that are in there. So if you have nothing else to do, y'all can go by and look at the pretty art, please. Because they've got some good stuff out there going right now, actually. And Elizabeth Hodges, who won't show anything anymore at any place, is going to have stuff. So if you want any of her stuff, it's probably the last time she's going to do it here. So I think they were auctioning off one, I think, of her paintings. The last painting she sold, she got $3,500, and she's decided she's too good. She's trying to get rid of all of her old pictures, so. And my autistic son is an artist, and so if you just go by somebody and pat him on the back and tell him how good he's doing, it makes him 100 rich. And if you need, next year, if y'all need help lifting, moving, he's 44, he weighs 290 pounds, and he's strong. So if you need help doing any of that, next year, we'll make sure he gets tied into you guys.
Yeah, that would be Warren probably.
Or, yeah, he takes direction well. So, and he
Thank you.
loves to do it. So.
Thank you.
Anita,
Yes. I need to check Mallory's phone number. I texted her and I didn't hear from her. Mallory?
did you get a text from Amina? Okay, I'll send it to her. Okay. Somebody had a question for you while you were gone. Was it Dennis?
Yeah, what was the question I was supposed to ask?
It was.
It was me about the.
Oh, it was Russell.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mallory, we need some clarification about whether or not the artillery is gonna feed breakfast again this year.
I had left a voicemail with Ray Johnson again. I'm gonna harass him again tomorrow while I'm driving and see if I can get a hold of him because I haven't got an answer yet. I think it was a last minute fluke kind of thing for them last year. So I'm trying to get them to give me a straightforward answer. I'll let you know.
Okay, yeah, I appreciate it. That way we can plan accordingly. All right, thanks.
Okay. You're welcome. And I have my total number of historians is 110 right now.
Wow.
Wow. Nice.
I have
Yeah,
an,
and that number might drop. And I'll give you another update the next meeting too.
Okay. Okay. I'm sorry, Nika.
Yes. I texted Mallory and
Yeah.
the number I have is
Oh, that's my old number.
That's our old number.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
You want to just give it to her?
Yeah.
And the reason I was asking on the RV situation, we don't have anyone working out there at that office, so we can go and, we do? Okay.
Ryan and Diane and I've forgotten the other lady's name.
Sylvia.
Sylvia.
Okay.
Yeah,
And I can
yeah.
go tomorrow, because we need two slots.
Okay.
One is for a large, 32.5 foot, Chuck Boers from California. It's
Okay.
a big RV. And then Martin James Cervantes has like a big wagon.
Mm.
What do
Is
you-
that for the RV park slots?
Yes, I thought maybe she was in town.
Okay. Can you just text those names to me and I've got.
I will. And do you need their driver's license or they'll be posted up in front of what? Because they have to.
What I'll be doing is I actually have to call the front desk this week to make sure that I have a lower level motel. And I'll make sure I have a contact to give names for each RV park assignment and hotel
Okay.
room. I don't know if we actually need any specific information. Do you know, Francis?
No,
if
I
they require us
don't,
to
not
give
that
us
I'm
anything?
aware. Not that I don't think we've ever had to provide that before.
To the security?
Mm-mm.
No?
I don't
Is
think
it
so.
coming? They're in the temporary,
They'll get a temporary
Okay.
pass when they come in.
okay.
But as long as security knows they're coming, they don't have to have. They'll collect that information there if they need it.
Oh, I don't know what I'm doing that. I am sorry. Somebody was asking for the golf. Okay, and I did it, then texted to them. The Ladies' Tea Party building, what is it called? I'm not too familiar with the buildings.
Palisado,
Palisada.
Palisado,
Palisado building.
right back behind the museum. It's
Yeah,
where
that's what I
breakfast
say.
is served.
And we went ahead and put a load of caliche and dirt underneath the path,
Uh-huh.
and that's all it needed.
Oh,
So
good.
it's kind of, we drove on it and stopped it. There was an area that was, there was a truck or a car, heavy car, that got stuck about a week ago after it rained a lot. So then it was about that high deep. So we went and got 2 more of the trailers and put caliche with rock. And that way if it rains again, we don't have that problem. That was done to me. I think it's pretty good. I don't know who wants to go check where the kids are gonna go. Do you want, maybe, a ribbon, a yellow ribbon, for any of the kids not to go down? It looks like there used to be stepping stones to go play in the creek.
Oh, probably there was. I think that's up to their teachers to keep them out of the creek. Isn't that right, Vicki?
Yeah. I wouldn't want any more.
Okay.
Other than that, we've got
Is that it?
everything taken care of.
Okay, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, big one.
Okay, Bree, the ladies' tea.
You know more than I do. I mean, if anyone has any info on what's been done in prior years, I mean, I was supposed to be helping Rose, and then after Marcia left, I heard that I'm in charge and Rose is helping me.
Rose knows how to do it.
Yeah.
I have pictures from last year.
Of the tables?
Yeah. It's just finger foods and what do we have? Punch and coffee, punch and tea. Oh, it's tea. I'm sorry. Yeah, tea. Tea and finger foods.
And then, is the breakfast you were talking about, is that what they hold before the tea?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. That would be like from 7 in the morning till about 9 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
Because the living history have to be a flag raising at 8 or 8:30, so it has to be over by the end.
Okay.
And so I think we've gotten in before, what, about 10? And rearrange the tables the way we want them and get the claw zone and
What time?
everything
What time
decorated.
is the tea?
What time is the tea?
You tell me.
I don't
what time do you
know.
guys do it?
I know the musicians always show up at 3 o'clock, so
At 3 o'clock?
That's
And this is on Saturday?
Friday.
Well, it used to be, I thought you changed it to
Did you change it to Saturday?
I thought somebody said they changed it.
I remember
to
something
Saturday.
about Saturday.
Oh, then the musicians can't.
I think
come,
that 3
probably.
o'clock would be fine then.
Oh.
Well, I mean, we can change it to Saturday.
So
I
why
guess.
was
I'll
it
ask.
changed to Saturday?
I don't
It's
remember.
always been on Saturday.
I think
I
I'd
don't
leave it
remember
Friday.
why it was, they said.
I don't
Or
know.
who, honestly. I
Well,
don't
let's just have it on Friday again this year and we'll find out why it should be on Saturday.
Do we know how many usually are in attendance?
I think we usually prepared for 40.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Probably 35 or 40.
Yeah.
Russell has a point about the Saturday.
I think they moved it to Saturday. What I heard was so the ladies could wind down, have some wind down time because Friday was too hectic or something. I don't remember what the issue was, but it seemed like it had something to do with the timing on they just needed a break. And that might have been like always only one or two that needed a break. You know?
Like there was one that wants a
Yeah, exactly.
handicapped porta toilet down there just for women.
Oh my gosh.
Like, no, wear a smaller skirt.
The Dulcimers are used to coming on Friday only.
Uh-huh.
And they wouldn't come back.
Yeah.
We have a remnant of us that would play on Saturday. But they come for the school kids. I mean,
Yeah.
whenever you want.
Right. If you did it on Saturday, could you get Jim to play with you too?
He plays with us on Friday.
Oh, he does?
He plays with us anytime.
Oh, okay.
Jim and Joanna.
I think let's leave it on Friday. And
I can check with Marcia. to
see if
find out
Marcia
why
knows.
she-
Okay, all right. Okay.
I think there was a good reason.
I
but
think there
don't know
was
what it
too,
is.
but I don't remember what it was.
Just let me know before next Wednesday, hopefully, because that's our next meeting.
Oh,
And that's 3 o'clock.
and you know everything Marcia gave me is under the table in the Palisado. And are any of the ladies' tea stuff, their little saucers and cups and everything that they collected, is that at the bunker? No?
You know, the only thing we have there is what you brought over in those boxes. All the rest of the dishes were ours that you said you wouldn't be using anymore.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
the teapots and everything didn't go to the bunker?
No, we never had possession of
Everything's
those.
usually separate.
Yeah.
The stuff that's in the Palisado building is basically used for other functions in the Palisado building. And this last year, we provided all the plates and all the saucers and all the cups.
And the
But I don't
teapots.
know where they are.
Oh my goodness. You're going to have to call Marcia.
We will find them.
Okay. All right. Barbara, musicians.
Okay. I think I told you that Lee Hale and Clifton Pfeiffer were coming, and I registered them. But I have another man coming from Harper, and he plays accordion, violin, and fiddle. But the trick is that he has small accordions, and he likes for the kids he lets the kids play them. And we thought we might incorporate the canjos at the same time. His name is Terry Tice, and I didn't know, do you want me to register him? Or do you want me to just give you? I'm talking.
Who are you talking about?
Mallory.
Mallory.
Mallory. Do you want me to register a living historian, or do you want me to just give you his information?
Will you register them just so I can not forget?
Okay.
Do they need a place to stay?
He does not. That's the neat thing. He and Lee Hale and Clifton Pfeiffer and Terry, his name is Terry Thies. They're kind of buddies, and they go to these things together. And they would like to have their camps kind of close to each other, but also in an area where the kids playing wouldn't disturb anybody.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. We can figure that out later, I guess.
Yeah, that's something we probably need to get together to map everyone out. Because I need to map out my groups too.
Right, because also what's their name? Oh, Milburn group. They kind of were supposed to be on the end because they were both music and historians, but we can figure that out later. I'll register him then. And the email I'll use on there, I'll tell you it's mine because he doesn't do email.
Okay. Yeah, we just need to make sure we have enough flies for everybody. Too.
Right.
I'm not sure how many we have.
And Rebel Wind that signed up from Colorado, they called the other day and they cannot come, but they want to come next year. And if we have anything more in this fall and winter, they would love to be included. So I don't know where to hang that information since I'm leaving.
Oh, no.
But they want to come for things like Thanksgiving or Christmas or just anything that we might have. Fall festival.
Fall festival.
So,
Fall festival.
Is it Rebel Wind?
Rebel Wind. It's just a duo.
Mm-hmm.
But they were excited to come, and then they realized they couldn't. And I think that's it.
So, how many musicians do we have coming? Do you know?
No, I'll give you a number.
Can you remind me, you only need a room for Lee Hale and the Milburns, right? Do you need lodging for anyone else?
Only the Milburns.
Yeah, Lee Hale's going to camp out.
Lee Hale and Clifton Pfeiffer and Terry Tite. So they're gonna camp in their sites. And I talked to Francis a little tiny bit. If it rains, can they sleep in the Shafter Hall?
Can they just take their cots there?
Take their
If it
bedrolls.
rains, I might have an extra room for them in the lodge as well.
Okay. But they usually just camp on their sites. They'll all be coming in Thursday night. Thursday.
Okay. Okay, perfect. That frees up a room for me.
Okay. Wanda, arts and crafts.
Well, I have 8 spaces left in the commissary and 5 in Seminole Hall.
Very nice.
And I still, I have people calling. So, and I have 1 outside already, actually 2 outside, because the lady that's going to be Shafter Hall, and she's still going to be there.
Yeah, the balloon lady?
Uh-huh,
Yes.
the balloon lady.
Yes.
Okay. So, anyway, it's moving along. It's, everybody's excited about coming. So.
Can I still have the little alcove there? Okay. Not quite sure who's going to go there. It might even be the Dulcimers if it's raining.
Okay. Yeah.
Is that in
That's not
the
top
commissary?
No, the one across from
Oh,
it.
Seminole Hall?
Yeah, that little entryway.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's where we were going to put the Colorado group. But
So are the theater chairs out of commissary now?
Yes.
They're out there.
Yeah.
Are they all out?
I don't know.
They left two in there for seating over there by the bar area. And we cleaned as best we could with 4 people or 5 people on Saturday.
Okay. So those big old ones are gone?
Yes, they're out the theater.
They're out.
Yes, except I think 2.
2 rows?
Maybe Oliver said that they might have it there for seating in case somebody wants to sit down or holiday or whatever.
Yeah. We talked about either putting them in that room next to the men's restroom or putting them in front of the stage. If they were so, and I was sick Saturday and didn't go. So, okay, Curtis.
Were you able to finalize the radio club's request for the
Russell, did I send you the pictures of where he wants to put the radio club next to the museum?
No.
I'm sorry. I thought I had.
Can I show him on the map?
Yeah, show him on the map and see.
I already walked over there and looked to see if it's any safety issues, and I didn't find nothing.
Okay, so here's the museum. Okay, so we'd like to be right here between the Sutler store and the museum. And if there's another tent there, then we'd like to be somewhere in here because we will have our tower up, but there will be.
Yeah, that's what I'm just asking Wanda there. Wanda, I presumed in the big tent down in front with all the children's toys is not coming.
Well, that would have been Mallory. Mallory, did you find out about the?
No, that's a vendor.
Oh, it's a vendor?
Yeah, the one that had the
That great big tent.
Well, oh, wait a minute. It's a vendor. It's a arts and crafts vendor.
Okay.
Who is it?
Bob, who were the new owners of that? Or
I don't know who they are. We've never seen them here.
What was it called?
So Sue's Creation, it was that big tent that they used to have come in here.
Okay, so evidently they're not coming. I mean, from the conversation, so that's good.
I don't remember that.
Okay, we will have a tent.
Contacted me and
so we'll have a tent here. Yeah, right. Yeah, right here, right next to it. So then you still got this whole area here if you'd like it, or I'd like for you to be right there so the kids, because the kids will be.
And that's why we wanted to move. So if we could put, I think it'll fit. This was my second choice between the trailer.
That'll work fine. Okay, we'll work around it.
Thank you.
Has anyone put the work orders for the outlets or?
I sent everything to Philip, and he said you have to enter a work order, so I've got to do that.
Okay.
But I'm on it.
What was that work order for?
We want to make sure all the electrical is working in the food vendor area because there's like a messed up box.
There's 2 boxes that's kind of messed up. They're over in that corner back over there. And they're messed up because of, I think, Jim.
MK.
Yeah, MK Builders.
He backed up paint and did it. I saw him do it.
They back in there and put stuff in the back of the Seminole Hall, and over a period of time, you can see the track marks where they backed in there.
Give me a year, it won't be there.
What's that?
The paint.
Oh,
He's
wow.
paint. I won't even tell you what I found here. He's not paying for it. He's putting stuff in Seminole Hall for storage.
Mm-hmm.
He's not paying anything.
And it's paint. And I'm like, why are you putting anything in Seminole Hall?
People have run over those
Yeah, but
things.
that's trouble putting stuff in and stuff.
Well, not just the ones for the food vendors, but if you have a musician using where the butcher block is, there's 2 outlets that need to be included. I didn't get to check the Seminole Hall, but I wouldn't even consider using those power in there yet.
The ones behind Seminole.
Yeah, the ones behind Seminole need to be serviced.
Yeah.
For clarification, their MK Builders are storing stuff in Seminole Hall?
Yes.
What are they storing?
Paint.
Gallons and gallons of paint?
Gallons and gallons of paint.
Yeah. I think it's a deal he had with Peterson.
I'm not one looking.
And he's not paying for it.
My understanding is if he did, he paid it up front, but he's not paying for it. He's going into, and it's
That's an issue that's been brought to our attention and we're going to.
Thank you.
I just double checking that was correct.
Yes, it's correct.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, no, that's fine.
We're so glad to have
wanted
you
to make
guys
sure
here.
that.
So
I was upset that they were.
So we can communicate.
Yes, Seminole, this is-
Okay, yeah.
This is gonna pay it.
Okay, go.
Okay, I've been in touch with the First State Bank of Uganda.
Yes.
And I had put in a request for a donation.
Okay.
The person that I talked to this year takes the information and he will present it to the president of the bank. And I explained about what we received last year. He is certain that we will not get less than $500.
All right, well, great.
So we have $500 coming soon.
Great, great. Thank you.
And I did talk to him about a logo. And he does have a logo.
Okay.
I gave him your email address.
Okay.
And he will probably be in touch with you.
Great. Okay, thank you. Great.
Thank you.
Okay, does anybody have anything? Yes, Bob. I just forgot that.
I guess I'm happy to.
Next too.
Oh, easy. She wants you to.
You want me to? Go ahead, Mallory.
No, you can go first.
Oh, I forgot her too.
I was saying, no, don't forget about me.
Oh,
okay.
okay. Food vendors, I know that there's been a question in the last 2 or 3 meetings, and I've missed some of those meetings, and I apologize for that. But on the website, it shows you as the food vendor coordinator in one place, and then another place it shows Tammy Neal as the food vendor.
Oh, where is this?
This is right on the forms. You go into the forms, that's
Yeah.
the first thing it says. Is you as the food vendor.
Okay. Oh, that's the vendor information. Okay, I'll get that
Yeah,
changed.
this is our form that they fill out and everything.
Yeah, okay, I'll get that changed.
Yeah,
Information.
and one thing, I think if Tammy is the food vendor coordinator,
Yes.
she's not getting enough information from what contracts have been signed.
I know, we've talked. I'm gonna get her more in the loop.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's
She was like, I don't think I'm doing you much good.
she's a very easy person to work with,
Yeah.
but it could get to where.
Yeah.
So the sooner the better. I mean,
Yes. I talked to her this week and
yeah, I'm going to assist her to some degree.
Good.
So it's just one of those things that I've heard a couple of the vendors that we haven't had before.
Oh.
Is there a potato vendor?
Yeah. It's stuffed potatoes.
I mean, it sounds good. but-
Oh, well, if she's the same one that was here for the fall festival, it was amazing.
Okay. Is the up by the commissary the
Smash Burgers, they're not coming this year. I meant to tell you that they're not coming.
I heard that. I was hoping
They
that was a
have
rumor.
no. They have that weekend's always their family reunion, and they had it here last year, so they had people from Arkansas helping them. Well, they're going to Arkansas this year, so hopefully next year we'll get them.
Okay. It's pretty critical if you can maybe talk to Tammy tomorrow and let
Yeah,
her
I
know.
just talked to her yesterday. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll talk to her again. What?
Did you talk to her by text or
No, we talked.
phone call?
Okay.
She's just uncomfortable.
Yeah.
With how things are going right now because she doesn't see. In years past, the vendors will fill out the forms, get approved, and then the food vendor person would get an email from.
She should be getting that.
She's not getting any emails from confirmations that
Okay.
the food vendors are here. Coming in.
Okay. But she and I went through who is coming, who is signed up and everything, and I gave her access to be able to go in and look at that
Okay.
on her own. And then I have to go into PayPal and see who's paid.
Okay, I've got a question about that access.
Uh-huh.
She forwarded that text to me
Uh-huh.
so I could see if I could get in there.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I'm not a dumb person, but the instructions were pretty.
You know when software is real cheap?
Yeah.
That's what you get.
Okay.
You get real cheap
Good
software.
deal. I've been having the same issue. I have to log in and verify because I get about every other email.
Darn.
It's horrible. Yeah, and I've had 2 or 3 people report that they've submitted the application and then it then never go through.
And Francis, can we give Stephanie Calderon that permission for the musicians? I don't know how that works.
To see who signed up, yeah.
Yeah, because she's going to be taking that over.
Okay.
I know arts and crafts. I give everybody my phone number, and so there's been several called, and they mail me a check made out to Court Clark Days because PayPal they have trouble with PayPal.
Yeah. I think we're going to go to.
And that's the way it used to work. Real simple, not a problem at all.
Yeah.
I mean, it used to work real smooth like that. But Tammy she's getting a little bit disappointed, but she's called me twice, yesterday and today, about it, and I felt kind of guilty about it because I recruited her. But the main problem she's having, I think, Francis, is communication. She just needs a little bit better communication. You know, she's used to handling 150 or 175 vendors, so she's not new to it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay.
Can you
we'll
email
work
to
on
her the approved vendors so far?
Yeah.
Yeah, tell her she's not alone. I've had the same trouble.
Okay.
Tech savvy. It's difficult.
Okay. But we got time to fix it. I know that's for sure.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
I know it's very, very difficult because you got a huge task.
Okay, Mallory.
Okay, I think I have everyone registered that we're expecting except for Texas Parks and Wildlife. He still is going to get back with me. On my to-do list this week is to get a hold of Medevac and Border Patrol.
Oh, awesome.
And then I think that's really it. I have all of the housing arranged except for I kind of ran into a hiccup today. I was very confused because Leo Sandoval with let me find his registration with the Lipan Apache tribe.
He's from San Antonio.
Yes, the separate group. So they had requested the 100 by 100 space with benches, and then he had asked me to contact his chief. And I talked to her today, and she actually reported to me that they aren't going to be doing anything with Fort Clark Days. They're not going to have a presentation or a booth this year. They hope to next year when they can be a little more organized.
So you're saying they're not coming then?
Yeah, they won't need a large space. But they did ask if they could still camp at the fort back by the Red Bridge because they need to do their spiritual ceremonies. And I don't know who to get her in contact with to get permission to camp back there.
Is that where they've camped before?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I thought they camped in Wilderness.
Well, they did. They did one time. But I've seen them up there.
They prefer to be back by the Red Bridge, back in the back of the fort.
That's what she had to say.
So I just need to make sure that they can,
they need to clean up afterwards.
to verify with, that they can put up a fire as well.
Who would there? A fire?
Yeah, she said one year they were told they weren't allowed to do a fire, but that's pretty important to their ceremony.
Pretty dry.
It's pretty dry.
Under bird
That's
ban.
a remark about that.
Yeah, Nita.
Why don't they do it at the campgrounds? Where are they going to use the campgrounds?
Yeah, could they do it at the Wilderness Campground?
I can definitely offer that. I think she just wanted to know if there was any chance they could do it where they preferred.
There's a better chance of water.
There's no water down there right now.
Yeah, there's a better chance of water.
Yeah,
at
there's no
Wilderness
water
Park.
down at the Red Bridge. Tell them that. Maybe that'll.
Okay, and there's no restrooms either, which she was concerned about.
No.
With the elderly back there and no restroom.
Yeah, but okay. Tell them that the Lipan Apaches are not using Wilderness Park this year. They're not camping there, so they could camp there and have restrooms. And
they do their sweats.
Fire wouldn't be an issue if there's water over there, right?
Right.
I don't know who I would have ever told them they couldn't do a fire. I don't know if there was like a.
I can't remember if there was a fire
burn
last year or not.
Are we still in the burn ban?
Mm-hmm. And they go all night long.
That's really not under our control, right?
Well, yeah, right.
And then
I
the
assume
other
they're
thing I ran
safety
into
conscious.
The other thing I ran into with that group is Leo Sandoval registered as a live-in historian, but they're not doing anything with Fort Clark Days, and he requested housing. And I don't want to rub anybody the wrong way. We've always provided Leo Sandoval housing.
He hasn't come. He hasn't come every year. He didn't come last year, I don't think, and it's been.
He did. He was on the housing list, so I don't know who came for him or.
Mandy, maybe?
Yeah, it was Daniel, wasn't it?
They were
Wasn't
here.
Daniel the chief of that group out of San Antonio? Remember he walked with a limp?
They were here last year. I talked to them.
I was under the impression that if they weren't doing any kind of presentation for Fort Clark Days, we can't really pay for housing, right?
No.
Like they should pay for their own housing on their Airbnbs if they're not doing anything for Fort Clark Days. But I also don't want to burn any relationships with anybody that have been long-standing or anything
They've
like
never
that.
done
We definitely have the space to give them housing.
They've never
But
done
she
presentation.
also-
No, because they were with us, and then they just came and he paid for them to use Susan Hughes' building, the L-shaped one. They left it a mess, and I said, "You should go call me. It used to be clean." They moved for
But they paid for their own.
He paid that time.
Because I know last year we paid Susan Hughes.
Oh.
Yeah, he's on the list for an Airbnb for last year. But they did a huge presentation last year, right?
The gun dancers did dance.
And they're not doing that this year. The crown dancers
No.
aren't available.
No. We feel they're too expensive, and there's a lot of them, and
they really don't want them.
You really don't want to pay them because they have to pay their gas and their food, and then they never go out. So when they come out, they treat them for.
Yeah, so I'm happy to tell Mandy that I can give them the link to the Airbnb that we were going to use for them and let them know, here you go, it's available. They can arrange payment. I just didn't want to do that if it was going to burn. Bridges, Mandy was great to deal with. She was super helpful in explaining to me everything because I'm pretty naive about it, but I told her I'd give her a call back after this meeting.
I think that's the way to go. If they're not doing any kind of presentation, not offering anything to Fort Clark Days, and we can't pay for their housing.
Yeah, the only thing she did offer was
wilderness.
having one of the dancers come down Saturday evening and say they were about to start their ceremony if anyone wanted to watch. But I was concerned about that because we're having the Saturday night dance, and I didn't really want that to be disruptive to what was going on down at the dance.
Right.
I think all of us know that live at the fort that it's pretty awesome to drive by and witness their ceremony. But yeah.
Can't they just camp out in Wilderness Park?
I'm sure that she'd be fine with that.
Okay.
I'll call her back after this and let her know that's really our only option with the drought and the lack of water.
Yeah.
And I just need to let the front desk know then that
There's a better chance of water
Yeah.
in the creek at Wilderness Park. A good chance. There's no chance out of
I love
the
your
bridge.
Midwest
Don't
vocabulary.
That's Dennis's.
I'm going to Kansas this weekend. I'm ready to see my family, but my grandma says crick too. I love it.
Okay.
Okay. So then I'm going to remove Leo from the list of needs for housing, and that should clear up some costs for us.
Okay.
Because it was going to be about $700 just for that group. So
Yeah, I think we
that's
paid.
why I haven't booked anything on the card information you gave me at Francis because I was trying to clear up that info. Okay. Perfect. Does anyone else have any groups that needed housing that I don't know about? Could need housing, anything like that.
No.
I have all mine and Barbara's. Okay, perfect. Then I'll start booking Airbnbs. And do you want me to pay for everything on that card you gave me, Francis?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, because the Wileys gave us a pretty good discount, as well as Susan Hughes gave us. She subtracted all the cleaning fees, which was a total of $400 discounted for her Airbnbs.
Okay. Good.
And I think that's all we'll need is the Wiley and
Okay.
Miss Hughes' places. And then we've got all the hotels full as well as the RV park full, so we're out of spots.
Okay.
Mallory, is your husband coming in to help you out?
I don't know yet. He had a second interview for that job this morning. So it all depends on that job and start date, because if he does get it, he won't be available on Friday. But he said if he's available and hasn't started that job yet, he would be there for setup.
Okay.
But he can only be available for the setup.
Are you going to be here for Thursday? What day you coming in?
I'll plan on coming in on Wednesday.
Wednesday. So you'll need somebody Thursday assisting you with all the historians coming in. I mean, just because there's a couple of them that's elderly like the rest of us that need help. So that kind of thing. Okay. This is a suggestion.
Okay. If anyone wants to hang out with me Thursday night, let me know. But if my husband's available, I'll be
This will be all day Thursday, not Thursday night.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Mallory, is your check-in going to be at the visitor center? The little powder magazine?
Yeah. And I'll have a whole list of everyone checking in, where they're supposed to stay. I need to get together the map of everyone's locations, all the historians in that area. I don't know. Francis, who did you tell me knows where everybody goes?
Bob.
No.
You know where all the don't you know where all the historians?
I've never put the signs out. It's always been put out by probably Allison. And I don't know who put them out last year because she didn't. Yeah, she was still in charge last year.
Yeah.
Do we have an old map of that? I can dig through the files she sent me.
Yeah, that's all I know you can do. If it's not there,
yeah, I've never prepared the stakes and the little signs.
I remember quite a few of them from last year walking around.
Yeah.
So I'll throw one together.
Okay.
I just need to know how many flies we have available as well to make sure that.
Warren, how many flies are there, Warren?
12, I think.
12 flies.
12 flies.
Okay. If we need to order more, how easy is
too
that?
late. Too late.
What'd you say?
I think that's too late because you gotta build the wood pieces and all that, and put the ropes together and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's not just the flies. It's and.
Does anyone have any like we need a pop-up tent for a vendor? Does anyone have one they could let us use?
Where's this vendor going to be?
Up by like Border Patrol, that area. It's for, let me say what the group name was.
And the reason I'm asking is we try to not have brand new kind of things like that up there. We want period type things.
Yeah, it is with the Seminole Canyon State Park. It's just volunteers. They're not selling anything. They just want to hand out pamphlets for volunteer opportunities.
And where are they going to be? By the...
They asked to be up by the Border Patrol.
They are where?
They're usually all right behind the powder magazine, aren't they?
Yeah.
Isn't that where they
Yeah.
They usually are. Does anybody have a problem with I have a brand new one that they can use.
Okay.
If it's acceptable. I mean,
do they have a reason for being up there? Because we're going to have a nonprofit area where the Lapana Apaches used to be. That's going to be the nonprofit area. Could they be in there?
I'm sure she wouldn't mind being up there. She just wanted to make sure she wasn't with the historians. She wanted to leave that area for this.
Okay.
I think Francis's spot is probably one of the best spots.
Yeah.
They're gonna need stuff in that area because it's pretty good size.
Yeah, and it's empty.
I don't know if you want a pop-up tent over there. It's up to
It
Francis.
needs to be more like a pop-up fly thing, you know? You know what those things like Megan has for the wandering cats?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, an easy up wouldn't be good in there.
I have so far.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We might be okay. I have 10 right now that I know will need to be used, but it's pretty confusing because some of the historians say they're bringing out, and then some say they need one, and yeah, so I think 12 should be okay.
Okay.
And we can put a fly in there if we have.
Yeah, if we have one extra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. I think that's all I got.
Okay. Does anybody have anything else?
Yeah, I wanted to bring up,
Oh,
I
I
know
got
there was
some
some
for you.
confusion about the auction. You know, the auction is actually run by the RV Park Committee. And 2 years ago, we gave all the money to Fort Clark Days because they needed money. And last year, we split the money because the RV Park Committee is trying to raise money for playground equipment. So this year, the way you people are raising money, we're probably going to ask for a donation towards our committee so that we can get some playground equipment over to RV Park.
Yeah.
So just so there's a clarification, because people have asked me what the money's going to go for, and when I told them the playground equipment, they had no problem with that either.
Yeah.
So.
Hey,
Yeah.
Warren,
Yes.
we'll get together on that. I may ask Northeast ISD to donate what they have left over at the warehouse.
Say that again.
Northeast ISD, where I used to work at.
Yeah.
They have what they do every 2 years is that they have this big warehouse on Broadway. They collect every little thing that they take it from the school, and they just store it there for get ready to document for an auction.
Okay.
So if it's where I can get with my previous boss and ask him when the next auction is, we'll probably just get equipment that way.
That would be wonderful, because that's kind of what we've been looking for, is some, like a country school that closed down so we could go get the swings and the teeter-totters and refabricate it, because that would be a lot sturdier than some of this new stuff, with plastic and 2x6s or whatever. Okay, great. We'll get together on it. Thank you.
Okay, and Warren.
Yes.
The porta toilet on the corner of Crockett and McClernand.
The what?
The porta toilet.
The porta potty?
Porta potty.
The one that's up there by where the commissary is. No.
Yes, it's on the corner of McClernand and Crockett. Between the museum and the commissary.
By the stables.
By the stables.
Yeah, right.
Right on the corner.
Right.
Could you move it down 10 feet
10 feet what direction?
toward the commissary?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Was that the complaint we got last year?
Yes, she's complaining. I mean, she's mentioning. I said, "Did you have a problem with it?" Well, no, but there's so many people, and I went, "There's going to be a lot of people."
She has a booth this year.
Yeah, okay. She said she was going to get one. Yeah, we had a long conversation, but yeah, if we could just move it down 10 feet away from her house. And last year, fortunately, she had locked her door because she went on the wagon tour. And she came back and someone was trying to get in her house to use the bathroom. And I said, well, you do look like a historic building. And she said, well, can you put a sign up? And I went, no, but you can.
Yes. Remind me at the time.
Okay. Last year I heard about it after it was set. She
we can slide it down. It's not that
Yeah,
big.
if you don't mind, get her off my back.
One more fast thing for the auction.
Yes.
Okay, Warren. We're not going to get. For Mr. Cardenas is not able to make it.
Right.
But I did speak for John Paul today.
Okay.
And he's going to ask his wife if they don't have to haul hay, but he knows what time we're doing it and what day.
10 o'clock.
So
24th.
he will get back with us if he can be our auctioneer.
Yeah. And you volunteered to fill in.
Well, it'll have to be
okay.
The dynamic duo.
Well,
but,
good.
I'd rather have the judge.
Yeah, no problem.
He's good.
Much better than we are.
Okay. Is that it? Next Wednesday, 6 o'clock, right here.
Run.